Welcome to the 27th episode of the Nordic Sports News Podcast, the world's first daily cross-country ski and biathlon podcast with the latest news from around the globe. Today, we start with news from the Ruka World Cup. The Finnish Ski Association has unveiled a list of selected athletes in cross-country skiing. Unsurprisingly, Iivo Niskanen and Krista Parmakoski, in great shape for the past few weeks, will lead the Finnish national team at home in cross-country skiing. Kerttu Niskanen, Joanna Madintalo, Risto-Matti Hakola and Joni Mäki are also selected, as are young skiers Niilo Moilanen and Emil Liikari. Check the Finnish athletes for the Ruka World Cup. Distance, men. Risto-Matti Hakola, Perttu Häivärinен, Lauri Lepistö, Remi Lindholm, Joni Mäki, Iivo Niskanen, Ville Honen, Juuso Harala, Juuso Mäkelä, Lauri Vuorinen, Arsi Ruiskanen, and Alexander Ståhlberg. Distance, women. Jasmi Joensuu, M. Kalanen, Katri Lilanpura, Joanna Madintalo, Kerttu Niskanen, Krista Parmakoski, Anni Alakoski, Katarina Lonka, Vilma Niskanen, Evelina Piepo, Josefina Book, and Jasmine Kahara. Sprint, men. Risto-Matti Hakola, Lauri Lepistö, Niilo Moilanen, Joni Mäki, Verneri Suhonen, Lauri Vuorinen, Juuso Harala, Miro Kirpinen, Lauri Manila, William Mattila, Emil Liikari, and Eero Ranala. Sprint, women. Jasmi Joensuu, M. Kalanen, Katri Lilanpura, Joanna Madintalo, Kerttu Niskanen, Krista Parmakoski, Anni Alakoski, Vilma Niskanen, Marit Pajanoha, Anni Kainalainen, Taija Olkonen, and Tuuli Ranio. Now, let's check the 12 Germans in Ruka. The German Ski Association nominated 6 women and 6 men for the World Cup in Ruka. Although there is no mini-tour in Ruka this year, the German team consists largely of distance specialists and all-rounders. The sprint specialists are currently still in Norway, where the World Cup will continue next week. Women's team. Victoria Karl, Pia Fink, Antonia Frabel, Laura Gimler, Katarina Hennig, and Sophie Krull. Men's team. Thomas Bing, Lukas Bugel, Janosch Brugger, Jonas Dobler, Friedrich Moak, and Florian Nutz. Now, let's check the Russian selection for Ruka. Superstar Alexander Bolshanov is part of the Russian selection for the World Cup in Ruka, scheduled for this weekend. This Sunday evening, a few hours after the end of the last selection races contested in Muonio, the Russian Cross-Country Skiing Federation published the list of athletes selected for the opening weekend of the Ruka World Cup. Alexander Bolshanov will be part of the team after reassuring his coaches on the track at the weekend. He will be the only one, along with Andrei Larkov and Sergei Ustiugo, to compete in the 3 races of the weekend. Gleb Rytayvik, Alexander Tarantev, Ivan Yakimishkin, Artem Maltsev and Evgeny Belov will only take part in some races. For the women, Yulia Stupik, Tatiana Serena, Natalia Neprayeva and Lilia Vasilyeva will participate in the entire program, unlike sprinter Anastasia Faliva. Maria Estamina, Yana Kirpichenko and Anastasia Rygalina will race only on Saturday and Sunday. Now, we have some changes in the Norwegian national team for Ruka. Victim of a cold, the Norwegian sprinter Sivert Wig, selected at the last minute for the World Cup in Ruka, will ultimately not be able to defend his chances next Friday. He was replaced at a moment's notice by Aaron Åkra Rystad. Among the women, Tyrell Idens-Weng, who had urgently operated on her teeth at the start of the week, will be missing. Heidi Weng will take her place in the sprint and her twin Lotta in the distance races. Now, let's change sports and check the Biathlon Program for the week. The preparation races are over, it's time for the World Cup. In biathlon, winter begins in Östersund, while the launch of the IBU Cup takes place this Thursday in Idre, also in Sweden. Tomorrow, November 25th. 10:30 a.m., IBU Cup, Idre, Women's Sprint. 2 p.m., IBU Cup, Men's Sprint. Saturday, November 27th. 10 a.m., IBU Cup, Idre, Women's Sprint. 11:45 a.m., World Cup, Östersund, Women's Individual. 1:30 p.m., IBU Cup, Idre, Men's Sprint. 3 p.m., World Cup, Östersund, Men's Individual. Sunday, November 28th. 10 a.m., IBU Cup, Idre, Women's Pursuit. 11 a.m., World Cup, Östersund, Women's Sprint. 12:30 p.m., IBU Cup, Idre, Men's Pursuit. 1:45 p.m., World Cup, Östersund, Men's Sprint. And that's all for today, folks. Stay tuned and subscribe to our channels on YouTube, Spotify and Instagram. Just type Nordic Sports News on these platforms and access our content. Thank you so much and see you tomorrow in the next episode. Information credits to Nordic Mag, Ski Nordic and XC Ski.de.